Hey guys, so it is like 12 at night almost, and it's really, really hot in my room. Like it's like I'm sweating just standing here. Yeah, so I have my fan on. I'm sorry that it's really loud, and I'm sorry that I have to be quiet because it is kind of the middle of the night. I just, wanted to say some stuff. Nothing too crazy profound, but I was just thinking about this a little bit ago when I was in bed. So it seems like most people that I meet, that I become like either platonically interested in or romantically interested in, it seems like most people that I become interested in some way, they all tend to have very similar personalities. And I guess what I'm really saying is this is the type of person that like I tend to attract. The type of person that I tend to attract is not, it's not necessarily someone that I want to attract. What is it? It's my cat. For the most part, I feel like the people that are drawn to me, my personality is, it's kind of awkward, kind of shy, kind of backwards, and I definitely feel like the type of people that attracts are like super outgoing, charismatic, almost like, it almost seems like the people that I find myself being drawn to are incredibly, I wouldn't say obnoxious, but open. And I really like that quality in people. When people are just not afraid to show who they really are, when someone is fun, when someone is spontaneous, when someone, is like caring with their whole heart. And it's like, I feel like when I start to like someone, either as a friend or romantically, I love to see who they are up front. And so when I see someone's personality like that, I always really, really like it. Like I love when people are open and can say things that obviously I can't because I'm pretty backwards and shy. I guess you could say it's my type, is someone that's more outgoing than I am. I don't know why. It's always been that way for me. But I've noticed that, sorry, I'm kind of fidgeting with this little slinky dog that lights up. Yeah, so, yeah, I noticed that with a lot of the people that are initially super cool and open and friendly and outgoing, they kind of tend to all turn into the same type of person. And I don't know if I'm just like missing like red flags or something, but most of the people that I get to know on like a personal level from them being super open and honest and super interested in me. Like, I tend to find that the people that I'm really drawn to are people that seem interested in what I have to say, which in person, that's pretty rare. So it's almost like I'm meeting these people and, you know, I'm not used to people taking a super big interest in me as a person, and so when they seem interested, I'm always like, huh, I kind of like that they're, you know, engaging with me differently than other people, and that they're trying to learn things about me and what makes me comfortable and all that. See, the problem with that is a lot of the times these people are almost like gathering information about me to use against me. And what I mean by that is like my insecurities, like my body dysmorphia. So she's making a lot of noise. But yeah, it's like my insecurities. Usually I'll talk about them and they'll know about them, and it's like I'll get so comfortable telling things to someone that eventually they stop listening and caring, and they sort of start using that as a weapon against me. And I've noticed that over time these people just stop caring about, you know, me, and even when I'm like still caring about them, they just, it's almost like a switch, I guess. And I've had people liken it to like love bombing. Like at first someone's super interested in you, they'll care a lot, they'll act like they're like the perfect person to solve all your problems, they're the perfect husband, friend, whatever, you know, and it's like, it's never the case. And I feel like I'm still learning that. I'm still learning that meeting someone for the first time, like those sparks and that charisma that you're feeling is like, it's not really who they are. And I feel like I'm just really naive about it. I'm not super experienced with making friends or dating. So when I meet someone that is super open, it makes me feel more comfortable when they lay everything out on the table. But obviously they're putting up a front. I don't know, I've noticed that when I start talking to someone like that, there will be like little bits and pieces of like red flags, possible red flags that I'm seeing. Like they're incredibly selfish, they're incredibly vain, they're incredibly rude to people that they perceive as below them. And it's like in the moment I'm not really thinking about those things. I'm thinking about like, you know, I shouldn't judge this person. I don't know what they've been through. I don't know anything about them, you know. I'm trying not to judge people the way that people judge me, but it's like the complete just disregard that some of the people that I've come into contact with, like their complete disregard for human life and animal life and human feelings is like kind of shocking, I guess. And it's only really revealed later when, you know, you start to get close to them, and then they start to almost like emotionally abuse you in a way. You know, it starts out with like, I don't know, small things like them being rude to the waiter, or I don't know, just feeling like certain people are beneath them. And then suddenly you're in that exact position. Like, I've felt that before. And I don't know. It's scary to me that, like, once you meet someone and you're comfortable with them, what things you let them get away with. I've been single for a while at this point, so dating hasn't really been in the books recently, but I have, like, met people and I have talked to them, and I guess I'm just noticing, like, a trend with the people that I tend to attract, I guess. And I think it has to do with how weak and naive and easy of a target I am to. From the outside, it definitely looks like I'm very easy to manipulate, and in a way that could probably be true. But I also feel like I'm pretty good about sticking up for myself. And that kind of, usually when I'm dealing with people like this, that kind of escalates to them just completely cutting me off or dumping me or whatever, because it's like I'm not gonna do exactly what they want me to do because I have, like, the tiniest, bit of standards, and I care a little bit about myself. I'm not complaining about, attracting the wrong people or whatever. It's just a trend that I've noticed in people that I tend to attract. It's like almost like opposites attract, I guess. The meek, quiet person, the loud, boisterous, overly charismatic person. And somehow I'm drawn to that person, but it's always the type of person that I wouldn't necessarily agree with on, their morality. And it's almost like they're so good at first at hiding it that when I see, the small bits of their personality when they come through, I just don't even think about it, because it just doesn't seem likely that someone so nice and, someone that's been there for me during a difficult time would actually act that way. But I do have to say, if someone is treating people badly or making fun of them, even though it's not you, and you let them get away with it, they will eventually do that to you. You're not safe from that. You're not safe from their wrath. You're not safe from their judgment, because people who like to do that stuff, who like to gossip and talk and be mean to other people, even if they put you on, the problem is that I feel like a lot of people like being treated good, and so when someone is treating them really, really good, even though they're treating other people badly, they don't even really think about it. That can change in an instant. It's like you're completely discarded, by someone that you thought cared about you, but you have to realize that these people who do stuff like this, I don't think they even know how to care about anyone. Maybe themselves, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the word for that would be like a narcissist, but no one that I've ever, talked to or seen, like, romantically has ever been diagnosed that I know of, so I wouldn't know, but it tends to be the type that falls for me or is attracted to me in some way. And it's just very bizarre. And I just thought it was an interesting thing that I would like to talk about. because I've been thinking about all the similarities between most of my closer friends and some people that I've dated, and how they all kind of align in certain ways, and how I really don't want to ever be with anyone like that, and how horrible it is when they discard you, and how it's just a gut-wrenching feeling knowing that they never cared about you. They cared about playing a part and getting what they wanted from you and then leaving, basically. Pretty much until they get bored, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. How long is this video at this point? It's already 15 minutes? I haven't even talked about anything, I feel like. I don't know. But yeah. I don't really even know what to call this type of person, aside from some kind of narcissist or some kind of sociopath or something. Just, you know, it's always a type of person that's super charismatic, that has a lot of irredeemable qualities underneath all of that, that nobody really seems to care about, or no one is addressing, or they don't show, and it's kind of scary, and it's kind of insidious, and I fall for it because of my self-worth. When someone gives you the attention that you're secretly, desperately craving inside, you jump at the chance to get it, and you do anything for it until you realize that it's not real. It's not positive attention. It's basically something they're holding over your head, you know? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about right now. Other than that, life has been pretty mediocre. Very tired all the time. Doing a lot of big stuff at work recently, so I've been very busy and very exhausted, and I've been having really bad skin days and really bad hair days. I'm thinking about chopping it off. Should I chop it off? Please tell me I should or shouldn't. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I think I'm gonna chop it like really short because the ends are completely destroyed. But yeah, that's all really for now. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video.